We weren't really clear what photographers were there, if we'd have to bring some with us.
Are we allowed to walk on it?
When you're on location, it's very easy to upset somebody. Just doing something that is unoffensive in our culture but is offensive in someone else's. So it makes it a lot easier when you've got the lead photographer speaking the language, and in the case of India, understanding the customs.
If I'm going to a place that is so unknown to everyone on the standard team, it would be best to have someone who is an expert on the location, and that would be a photographer.
Luckily, one of our contacts referred us to a photographer from India, Colston Julian.
From the minute he came to our offices, he was so enthusiastic. He was like this little guy with so much energy. I was like, oh, this is awesome. He's so excited to do the shoot.
When Abel just sent me the magazine, I said, wow, it's larger than a regular magazine. I think it's twice the size. And for a photographer to see it at that size, they're almost like picture frame size.
He was the perfect choice, really, because he spoke the language. He put us in touch with a fabulous shoot producer.
We started talking to FQ in Canada about 2 months back. Along the way, we spoke to Samod, we spoke to the prince. They were really nice to give it to us for the latest shoot today.
When we got there, we didn't know where we were going. We didn't know how anything was going to unfold.
Let's do FQ here. Yeah. Using all of this. No, but I don't want to. That story is 3 issues ago. I think we need to see it if it's such a
Colston has a particular approach, and Michael isn't sure he likes it.
I was kind of really stressed as to how it's going to work. This is the first time I'm working with FQ.
A lot of pressure. And we had to put 2 teams together, one from this world and one from the other world. And we didn't know what to expect at any level, when it comes to location or talent or anything like that.
I don't see any kind of architecture, any kind of stuff happening beyond there.
We didn't know what their equipment was going to be like, if any of us was going to get sick. Everything was a challenge.
I don't think we need any of this.
This is kind of boring me now.
But this ends up looking like...
This was just for the tent frame,
This is
all.
like...
A lot was riding on my back. Of course, I have Jeanne, the editor of the magazine, and Michael, the creative director of the company, and a lot of expectations.
One of the first things we did when we arrived at the palace was took a walk through. Colston chose out, okay, we're going to shoot this here, we're going to shoot this there, this. So he was very professional, knew what he was looking for.
After a few scares and much discussion over a couple of hours of scouting, we managed to pick our locations. But we're now running a little late, and the creative for the stories is yet to be settled.
Even here? Now make this look good, yeah? You should, yeah, do whatever you want.
This is a story about a fabulous princess who lives in this incredible palace. So we wanted clothes that were very luxe, very opulent, and Haley's pulled some amazing things. Everything from like vintage Oscar de la Renta to Dries Van Noten. I mean, this in itself looks Indian. Fine local talent. We really wanted to mix local designers with international designers and even some of our Canadian designers.
In keeping with the local tradition, a coconut is broken on the steps to bring good luck and ward off any evil spirits.
Colston, I don't have any confidence now.
This can't be a good sign.
Yes.
165 will come here somewhere around here.
The heat was pretty bad.
What is it, 40 degrees, 38 degrees?
It was pretty crazy. Like, it was really, really hot, and yeah, you're just sweating in these beautiful garments, trying to pretend like you're not, and you're either going to be cold or hot if you're working on location, you know, because they're always shooting the summer stuff in the winter and the fall-winter stuff in the summer. So, I mean, just knew you were sweating all day. Like, I drank the most water per day that I think I've ever consumed in my life.
I love the way their turbans are matching.
Well, one doesn't match.
Oh, we'll send him back.
The guy on the right-hand side, he's got a red one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's bad. We'll Photoshop.
It's part of the character. Colton, the guy on the right needs to just, they need to line up a bit.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, ready and go! Okay, we're done.
Well done.
Now you have to beat that. Me?
Okay, look,
It's a
straight to
sexy
camera,
song
that's
for
it.
her.
The shoes were a little bit of a mess.
The shoes were all extremely tight.
2 sizes smaller.
And they're all samples, so I can't pick what size they are. They're just sample size, they come to me. She was standing in those shoes with her feet jammed in there.
They must be killing her, and she's like, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. That's the kind of talent that you dream to work with.
Beautiful. Just close your eyes and look. Look like you're just shocked you're seeing somebody. Go. Softer, softer. Beautiful. I always try to make it a point where I say, okay, get away, come back, and it's just not a still. It's about getting the motion into the picture. You see me when I'm normally directing shots, I'm always saying, look away, come back in. So it's almost of the model's acting. I think if you can get the model to act, half the job's done. You want to keep your right foot on the chair, turn into camera. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, really fast.
Put on the shoes now, that's a good idea. Put on the shoes for now.
The first pair that was killer was just a small size, that caused them to swell, and then the shoes that normally fit me and some of the other women here didn't fit anymore.
We're going to put you in the shoes.
I actually saw that girl put her foot in that little shoe. She cringed and she did it. She didn't show anyone. She turned. It was a pain for her, but she did it.
Although we tried all the clothing on and the shoes, you know, we knew some of them were a little small. It's different when you're in this really hot heat and you've already jammed your foot into something that doesn't fit. It just keeps getting bigger throughout the day. Better to just shut up and take it like a true Canadian trooper.
Colston has managed to get some great shots. But we're running short on time, and the heat is really starting to take hold.
Cover stories.